Today we're talking about something that affects a lot of people. Those sudden, urgent phone calls about a debt from years ago. You know the ones. They're unsettling, and that's exactly what scammers are counting on.
Now, the whole point of this explainer is not to create fear. It's really just to give you some clear, simple information so you can stay aware, stay calm, and most importantly, stay safe. Knowing what's happening is how you stay in control. So, picture this. Your phone rings. The person on the other end sounds very official. They're talking about some old loan, claiming you never paid it off, and now your credit score is in serious trouble. The whole thing is designed to make you feel confused and stressed out.
But that's the big question, right? Is any of it real? Well, in a lot of these cases, the entire situation is completely made up. So let's look at how they build this scam, piece by piece.
So what is the scammer strategy? Well, they follow a very specific playbook, and it's all designed to pressure you into acting fast before you've even had a moment to think. First, it all kicks off with that professional-sounding call. Then, right away, comes the threat. They'll talk about your credit score or maybe even legal action to get you worried. But then they offer an easy way out, a small one-time settlement. And finally, the last step, they'll ask for an immediate payment, so you have no time to second-guess.
You'll hear language that sounds just like this. It's specific. It sounds official. You know, mentioning a year like 2018 makes it seem believable, because honestly, who remembers every little detail from that long ago? And threatening your CIBIL score? That's a really powerful way to get someone's attention.
So, what happens if you actually pay? Well, first off, you lose that money. But unfortunately, it often doesn't stop there. When you pay, it kind of signals that you're a potential target. Your number might then get sold to other scammers, and that just leads to more of these calls.
Okay, so let's dig into why this scam is so effective. It's not just about the words they use. It's about how they play on our natural human emotional responses.
Let's break down their tactics. They create fear about your credit score, right? That makes you want to solve the problem immediately. They use all this official-sounding language to make you trust them. And then they offer a really small settlement, which makes paying feel like the easiest way out. It's a very calculated psychological trap.
Now, the amount of money they ask for is a really key part of the whole strategy. It's almost never a huge sum. Typically, they're going to ask for something right in this range, somewhere between 1 and 5,000 rupees.
And that's the whole idea, isn't it? For a lot of us, paying a couple thousand rupees just feels easier than spending hours trying to figure out if it's real or arguing with someone. The scammers are banking on you choosing the path of least resistance.
Okay, so we come to the most important question. What can you actually do? The good news is, protecting yourself is pretty straightforward. It really just comes down to a few simple but very powerful actions.
Anytime you get a call that creates pressure, especially about money, the single most important thing you can do is just pause. Slow everything right down.
Okay, so after you've taken a moment to breathe, the next step is to verify whatever they're claiming. And this part's critical. Don't use any of the information the caller gives you to do it.
This is the core principle. Just let it become a reflex. Stop, think, and always verify.
So how do you verify? You can check your official credit report yourself. You can hang up and call your bank's official customer service number. Or ask the caller for their company details. A legitimate agent will have no problem giving you those. And please remember, official-looking documents sent over messaging apps can be faked so easily.
If you think you've been targeted, please don't just ignore it. Reporting what happened on the official government portal, that's cybercrime.gov.in, really helps the authorities track these operations and protect other people.
Let's end this section with this one crucial thought. If you never took out the loan, then you don't owe anything. You should never, ever feel pressured to pay money to close a lie. You know, the goal here isn't to make you anxious every time your phone rings. It's to equip you with knowledge, because awareness truly is protection.
The goal is not to fear other people, but just to stay informed and a little cautious. By understanding how these things work, you've already built your best defense. If you stay alert, you stay safe.
Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and please share this information with your family and friends. A simple conversation can make all the difference.